to Carson Park as we head into this bottom half of the 7th. All Eau Claire tonight, 12-3. They lead Minot as we go into the bottom half of the 7th inning. And the new pitcher for the Hot Tots is the tall lefty from Stanford in Gavin Nalu, who will take the mound. 5'11", 190 pounds from La Mesa, California, sophomore for the Cardinal. And Nalu, we saw him pitch the other night, trying to work his way into the rotation, into the bullpen for the Cardinal. You heard AJ tell about his past and his work to get into a position to pitch, of course, for the Cardinal this upcoming season. This is his 12th appearance, 16 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, 8 walks, and a 6.06 ERA, excuse me. Last time on the mound was 2 nights ago against the Express. He pitched a scoreless inning in that 5-2 win for Eau Claire. And lefty will not face any of his Stanford Cardinal teammates here, as we know Dolan Quigley has come into the game for Court McDonald, who was lifted in the last inning, just giving him a breather. No injuries or anything like that to worry about certainly there. Just giving Quigley a chance to get into the game. So O'Connell, Latimer, and Rivera, the heart of the lineup here for the Express, due up against Nalu. 12-3 ball game. And O'Connell foul tipping that one. For how good everybody's been tonight, O'Connell, by his standards, certainly a bit of an off night. 1 for 4. I mean, I'd take 1 for 4 any day in a slow pitch softball game for my money, but that breaking ball going to fall in for a strike. 0-2 now here on O'Connell. 353 batter coming in, like we said, but base hit here would keep that average up. Maybe even increase it a point or two. Try to go with the curveball again. Lost control of that one, did Nalu. And we're still sitting in the mid-80s as the sun has finally set here. It's not going to get terribly cooler tonight, down in the 70s. I don't think we're going to even get under 70 tonight for a low, so it's going to be one of those nights. As O'Connell takes low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keep the window shut, the air on. Latimer next here. 2-2 coming to O'Connell. It's up high, and O'Connell doing a nice job fighting back here in the at-bat. 12-3 though, Express lead, so I'm sure he's going to be looking, if he sees anything in his hitting zone, he'll be swinging. He'd like to give the Express their first home run of the night. 12 runs, but no homers for the Express. And that one nowhere close, so he'll take a base on balls. Don't think he really wanted to there, but those 4 balls weren't terribly close from Nalu. Now read Latimer to stand in. Latimer, single, 2 walks, 2 runs scored tonight. And a stolen base to his name as well. All Express here tonight against Minot. Important certainly for the Express, right? They want to keep the overall record up so that there's a chance it's maybe some home field advantage come playoff time. Especially in that first series against whoever ends up coming away with the second half championship in the Great Plains East.
Yeah, it's a close race too.
Yeah, all the overall records right now for all those teams are within what, about a game, 2 games of each other. So yeah, if you go on a run here late and that overall record gets back up, Express could be in good shape to potentially host 2 out of the 3 if needed in that first series. 2-0 into Latimer, skied toward right. Long run here for Woodcocks toward the line. He'll get there though, make the catch. 1 out here in the 7th. And now Bronson Rivera comes to the plate. See, so for all that you guys say, all the guys say that they don't look at the standings, you're looking. Yeah. See, I know you're looking, Freddie. That's good. I think it's good to be aware of those things, right? Yeah. Kind of know where your team's at. As Bronson Rivera comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He's flown out a couple times. He's also had a walk and a sac fly this evening. Take just low and away. Nice pitch though from Nalu. Trying to catch that low outside corner to the lefty. That's where the lefty-lefty matchup certainly favors the pitcher, when you can get that low outside corner, especially against a guy like Rivera who likes it kind of middle in to pull out toward right field. That one too far outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
I also look at it because, like Vic told me, I'll be starting game 2 of the playoffs. And
right.
I kind of want to know, like, what kind of routine I'm going to have that day, too. Yeah,
will it be a home game? Will it be a road game? Yeah, all that stuff, yeah.
It's like those long bus rides end up getting a little tighter on the bus before you go out there.
All things to kind of prepare for. See, you're a preparer. I like that too, man. I'm the same way. Got to know what's coming up a few days ahead of time anyway. 2-1 here to Rivera. And a hard grounder down the first base line is going to go foul. Past the glove of Riccio. Trying to hug that right field side. Couldn't quite sneak it fair. And then that's been the nice part, obviously, for the Express and all the teams that have won the first half. You can set your rotation. You know who's going to throw, when they're going to throw for the playoffs. So there's no need to scramble right before the end of the season. There's a chopper over toward first. Could be two. A little bobble, and beating Rivera to the bag will be Riccio. Smart idea when he didn't get a good handle on it to eat it and just go to first base. As O'Connell gets to second. And it'll bring up Briggs Richards with a chance to add to the lead here for the Express. Richards 2 for 4 with 2 singles and 2 strikeouts tonight. Again, cool moment as well. I know the UW Stout assistant athletic director Aaron Sullivan and one of her kids was on the Menominee youth team that was the youth team of the night. And again, that kids all from Menominee, just so to see a Mustang who's playing here for the Express, pretty cool moment for them. And as many guys as we have from all over the country, good to see all the local kids who can play in an Express uniform in the summertime.
Yep.
Obviously Dylan O'Connell with his ties here to Eau Claire Memorial, a couple Fall Creek guys, and a lot of local kids on this team. 1-1 coming up to Richards. Chops it foul on the first base side. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looks like Ray has next inning.
Looks like it will be him. You're right. What an outing for Montiel. That's got to be a big confidence booster, right?
Yeah.
4 innings, longest outing he's had. Didn't give up a run. That's exactly what it feels like Taylor Montiel needs. Breaking pitch outside, 2-2. I think for any of the guys in the bullpen, right, you just need one outing that goes your way where you say, okay, I can do that again, right?
Yeah.
And there's a few guys who need those. And Cantella's another guy, right, who has had a couple rough outings to start. So another good outing for him tonight might give him some confidence moving forward. So that misses low here into Richards. 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Eau Claire up by 9. Out hitting the Hot Tots tonight 8-7, leading 12-3. 3-2 is on the lower side of the zone for strike 3. Richards put down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. But the Express will take a 9-run lead to the bottom of the 7th, which we'll have for you right after this on the Northwoods League Baseball Network. Carson Park in the bottom of the 8th we go. 12-3 Express with the lead. Hey, the Northwoods League is proud to partner with the authentic Stadium Mustard this season. For over 50 years, Stadium Mustard has been offered at stadiums, ballparks, and arenas coast to coast. And the Express are proud to be serving Stadium Mustard here at Carson Park. Loved by millions, Stadium Mustard. Eau Claire 16-10 here at Carson Park this season, trying to make it 17-10 with a win tonight. And it will be Klein, Ross, and Massey to lead off the inning. It's been all Eau Claire since the 4th inning. Express were down 3-0. They put up 3 runs to tie it in the 4th and then put up a 9 spot in the 5th. So come away with this large lead. It's highlighted by a bases clearing, bases loaded double from Ryan Nagelbach tonight. Probably the big hit as that runs inside, almost hits Klein. 1-0 the count. A number of UW-Milwaukee kids who have played here for the Express who've been pretty darn good, put it that way. As Nalu comes home, misses low and away. First one who comes to mind is, of course, Dalton Varsho, who's playing pretty much regularly every day in left field for the Blue Jays. Had some clutch hits lately for Toronto as well. And the other guy who came with Dalton Varsho from UW-Milwaukee, this is fouled off, now 2-1. At least it comes to mind is Austin Schulfer. He's been pitching pretty well for the St. Paul Saints, AAA for the Twins. Feeling like he could have a chance to get called up this year. He's kind of on the precipice. One of the Express alumni that we're kind of thinking might be the next guy to get called up. Just as high on the list as Klein. Skies one into right, pretty deep. Back on it is Woodcocks, and he will make the catch on the warning track. A short porch in right, almost giving Marcus Klein his first home run of the season. And there's one away. Got to imagine pitching here, Freddie. That's an interesting one, especially with left-handed bats, knowing there's a short porch out there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying you change your approach much, but is that in the back of your mind anyway? Say, I don't want to give anything, you know, middle in to somebody who I know is a left-handed bat who can hit one out, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of noticed that nighttime the ball doesn't really travel at all. And daytime, though, I feel like that ball right there could get out a little bit. Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, kind of died, even though it's a humid night, as there you see Apodaca throwing again, so you might see Apodaca in the ninth. Maybe let Quintello only go one inning tonight. A quick one, though, for him. Very good inning for him as Ross takes inside. Dallin Quigley next, and then a host of guys who might be hitting for the first time if we get to that point, as we've seen multiple defensive substitutions for the Express. Dallin Quigley, Caden Gallison, Nate Whitty have all come into the game. 1-1 misses outside to Ross. Ross does not have an at-bat tonight, officially. 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches. The prototypical Camden Ross night. And out of a catcher, no less, right? I mean, it's just one of those where, you know, you look at maybe a leadoff guy, an outfielder, right? Guy who's maybe 5'8", 5'9", small strike zone. No, not big Cam Ross. I'm going to take pitches. I'm going to work counts. 3-1 here to Ross. Could he get on without a official at bat for the 5th time tonight? Well, roll one foul. I'm sure he wants to hit, right?
Yeah.
But I think it'd be kind of fun to see an 0 for 0 night, but he's gotten on base 5 times.
5 times.
It'd be wild. Up now to 27 hit by pitches on the season. And he did it in way fewer plate appearances than the man who held the record for the Express at 24. There it is. Oh, man. A little swagger walk down to first base and a big smile for his friends in the dugout. I'm sure they're, what are they saying to him, Freddie? Are they saying, swing the bat, man? Why aren't you swinging the bat?
Yeah, I mean, I can see
Razzing
a couple
him a little
of them
bit, right?
Show him 0 for 0 on the day. Cam's laughing down, going down to first.
Cam's looking at him saying, I'm the one going to the All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
There's DJ Massey, and he gets hit on the back foot. Hopefully he's okay. Kind of an awkward spot. Hopefully didn't catch him in that inside right ankle.
Second one down there to him today, right?
Yeah, second time he's been hit by a pitch.
I think same spot, too, around lower leg.
So now that's a total of, I don't think that's anybody else been hit by a pitch. I believe it's just the 4. We'll get an up-close look here on that one. Well, that went behind his left leg and hit his right leg. Wow. You don't see that too often, huh? Here's Dallin Quigley. He came in defensively for Court McDonald a couple innings ago. Gets his first at bat of the night. Takes low one in. 1-0. So DQ, as they call him. I think you guys call him that, right? Yep. I hope you call him that. Out of North Dakota State, trying to get a base hit. He's had a couple of really clutch ones. Hasn't had a ton of hits this year, but when he has gotten them, they seem to have come in big spots. Caden Gallison next. He came in for Nagelbach an inning ago. So these guys trying to get their first at bats of the night, and they of course want to get on base, do something with it. 2-0, and he got a good pitch to hit, just missed it. 2-1. And Quigley on the season 3 for 40 coming in, but again, those 3 hits have been in some big spots for Quigley. 2-1, hit hard into left field. That's a base hit. Give him another one there. Stopping at third will be Ross. No need to go home in this situation. But Quigley hits one hard. You can see it right with Quigley. When he makes contact, that ball jumps off his bat. Just needs to make contact a little more often. Big smile from Dallin Quigley there. And his first base coach, Shane Ryan. There's a look at Shane. Shane's a great story, of course. Shane last season started off here in Eau Claire as a food and beverage intern and as a catcher wanting to turn into a pitcher at Central Michigan, and when the Express needed a bullpen catcher, Dale Varsho said, hey, you want to all those hungry people, they can just stay hungry.
Yeah.
And of course came in and ended up throwing a few innings. I believe caught a game, at least a couple innings last year. And now gets to coach first base, being an assistant for Dale Varsho this year. Here is Caden Gallison, came in again an inning ago for Ryan Nagelbach. Bases loaded, one away here for the Express. Take low. Another guy, Freddie, we were talking about Caden Gallison, a couple clutch home runs this season.
Yep.
Well, you see some averages that might be, you know, around the Mendoza line. Those guys have had big hits, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Dylan O'Connell next. And he tries to extend the zone a bit and hit one there, and he misses it 1-1. Naylor's still on the mound here for the Hot Tots. And again, I imagine nobody getting terribly loose down there as they want Naylor to eat an inning here and get out of this. 1-1, and again, Gallison chases another pitch out of the zone. Probably should be 3-0. It's 1-2 though. One out, and the base is loaded.
I think they got one guy just starting to get loose down there. No.
And I'm sure they don't want Naylor's pitch count to go too high so that he can be available potentially tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Friday. 1-2. And a little bit high into Gallison. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Apodaca looks like he's ready to go for the 9th inning. When we get to it. 2-2. He almost hit him as he turns out of the way. Now the count full. And the big bat of Dylan O'Connell is next. And then it would be Nate Whitty in the 4th spot, again, who came in for Latimer an inning ago. (3-2). And he waves on it and misses, and Gallison down on strike. So we'll see if Dylan O'Connell can finally get a hard hit ball here. Again, he had a good single in the 3rd, but 1 for 4 tonight with that single and a walk. See if he sees anything here to hit from Naylor and can get a couple more runs across for the Express. There have been some high run totals this year for Eau Claire. As that one's ripped into left field, that'll be a base hit. Everybody will move up 90 feet. No chance to, or no reason really to send. Really descend Quigley from second. Pardon me, Massey rather from 3rd there. Quigley into second base. Ross coming home to score. Quigley gets to second on the play. O'Connell gets himself his 46th RBI of the season. So likely at the end of the night, both players will be tied, Nagelbach and O'Connell, for the lead, or for the team lead, with 46 RBI on the year each. Here's Nate Whitty. Take on the outside corner for a strike, going 1. So you got Massey at 3rd, Quigley at 2nd, O'Connell at 1st. And Rivera next if Whitty can keep it going. 13-3 now Express here in the 8th. And Whitty fouls one back. Kind of like the combination of Court McDonald at the top of the lineup the other night and Whitty in the 9 spot. Kind of 2 leadoff guys back to back.
Yeah.
It's kind of a neat little thing. I wonder if Dale Varsho might do that come playoff time. Experimenting with some wrinkles to the lineup, that's for sure. See what he wants to do come the middle of August. Down 2 strikes, and Whitty will roll one to the left side. This one has a chance to get everybody on, and he'll be out at third on the force there, quickly not sliding in. And they'll get the out 6 to 5 on the play to end the inning. So the Express get one on a couple of hits. It'll be 13 to 3 headed to the ninth after this on the Northwoods League Baseball Network.